Hey guys, Volatile Explosion aka Costa here, and I'm here to talk to you about why MapleStory is not a good free-to-play game. Now you're thinking, well, it is free-to-play, right? But why is it bad? Well, it's, in a sense, very pay-to-win. In a sense that, like, if right now I were to drop, let's say, like, $1,000 on the game, I'd probably be, like, twice as strong. Just because I spent money and knew what to do with said money. And that's always, like, an issue with free-to-play games. But MapleStory is one of those where it's, like, depressingly apparent that it costs a lot of money to get very strong. You might be thinking, why? Well, it's because potential on weapons. Potential is pretty much the lines on your gear that give you percent stats. So to get, like, bonus potential on gear, you definitely have to spend money. Or just spend, like, 5 bajillion years farming up Maple reward points in order to actually touch the bonus potential. But all in all, MapleStory is just not a good free-to-play game. Like, in regards as just any free-to-play MMO, it's technically not really a good one. For a lot of reasons, mainly the potential one and the pay-to-win aspect. And it's gotten, to be fair, a lot better in the past, like, year or two. That being said, at the same time, it's gotten a lot worse. Now you're thinking, what? How's that possible that it got worse and better? Well, it got worse in the sense that there are a lot of things to do in MapleStory, and a lot of things you should do. But Nexon, as a company, has a lot of their drop rates depressingly low in the game. So, with 5th job release, there was a thing that came out called Nodestones. It pretty much made it so you could increase your stats on abilities, and that's it. I know, right? It's really good, and it increases your damage a lot. The issue is, the drop rate of Nodestones are really low, and a lot of players don't have any drop rate gear or drop rate potential, which it's not awful if you have all of those, but it's really expensive to get all of those, and a lot of new players are never going to have them. So MapleStory has somehow set up some weird pseudo-economy where if you're a rich player in MapleStory and you've spent either a lot of money or a shit ton of time playing the game, you are going to have an easier and easier time getting more money as you progress. So right now, let's say you're one of the strongest players in the game. For you, 1 billion Mesos is like nothing. You can get that shit easy. But for any like new player, 1 billion Mesos, they aren't going to earn that shit in like a week. It's just not going to happen. I mean, they could if they know what to do, but that's a lot of time that they need to do or put into the game, and a lot of new players just aren't willing to do that. Because honestly, it's a lot of time you need to put into the game to get strong. Not like a lot more comparative to an actual MMO like World of Warcraft. So yeah, take that what you will. The game is just pretty much not noob friendly, and it's not new player friendly in the slightest because of that. Now first off, the game has a lot of small things that aren't explained properly. Like, just a shit ton. And the way the game explains it to you is through, like, talks generally. And no one does that. In a sad way, no one does that. So everyone has to learn from other players, which is, to be fair, pretty common in an MMO. But MapleStory, it's even a lot worse because there's so many random fucking maps that are just completely worthless. Like, MapleStory has so much content that is worthless that you'll never touch because, really, it's just a waste of time to do. And that's kind of sad in a sense. Like, so many places in MapleStory you're never gonna go because the experience there is bad, or it's just not worth your time to do. And I kinda hate that. But, yeah, whatever. The game's getting slightly less pay to win, which is good, but at the same time it's becoming more pay to win ever since they took away the damage cap. So now that there's no damage cap, people can put their potential up so fucking much that it encourages them to buy potential cubes and bonus potential cubes even more. Which I guess is terrible, but yeah, yada yada. Kinda just wanted to make this video to bitch and moan about how MapleStory is really pay to win, and how, of course, the rich will only get richer in this game because they can farm the hardest mode bosses and sell everything. That being said, MapleStory is now one of those games where there's a lot of rich players, like literally everywhere, and it's kind of weird that everyone has a lot of money. Oh well, that's just bound to happen at this point. And yeah, so guys, that's the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to rant again. Sorry if I make these videos and you guys don't really like them. Probably more of my newer videos are going to be either these style of videos or live commentary when I'm doing something, like opening node stones, or changing up my potential, or montage-esque, where there's going to be music over gameplay. Just very simple style of video, right? So yeah, hope you somewhat liked the video. Sorry if I seemed all bitchy and moany today, but I really want to complain about MapleStory in like these past 2 videos. I know, I'm a terrible human. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Just comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, share on like Reddit, Facebook, and whatever you actually want. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good day, and see you next time.